Welcome everyone. Today we're diving into the Read a Notice section of the TOEFL reading test. This task requires a keen eye for detail and the ability to identify specific instructions or rules within a practical context. We'll practice how to scan for key requirements and understand the logical steps outlined in a campus announcement to ensure you pick the right answer every time. If you want to master more TOEFL strategies like these, be sure to subscribe to myTOEFL. Let's keep working together to reach your goal score. Map Scholar Circle. Circle. The title Map Scholar Circle immediately introduces us to an academic or student-led organization focused on cartography or geography. Recognizing the name of the group helps us understand that the notice will likely involve a scholarly or campus-related activity. Historical Survey Field Trip Enrollment. This subtitle, Historical Survey Field Trip Enrollment, narrows the focus from a general group name to a specific event and a registration process. It signals to the reader that the text will explain the necessary steps to join this particular outing. Students interested in participating in the upcoming mapping project of the Old Harbor ruins must register through the Society's online portal by the weekend. This sentence sets the stage by identifying the upcoming mapping project and establishing a clear deadline. The phrase "must register" highlights a mandatory action that students need to complete through a digital platform before the weekend arrives. Participants should download the Safety Handbook and the Liability Release Form from the Documents section of their student accounts. Here, the author outlines the preparatory steps, mentioning a safety handbook that participants need to review. By directing students to their student accounts, the notice implies that this project is officially linked to the university's internal system. To complete the registration, individuals must submit the signed release form and a copy of their valid university ID to the club office in room 32. This sentence provides the final requirement, which is to submit the signed release form in person. The mention of the club office confirms that while some parts of the process are online, the finalization happens at a physical campus location. What type of organization issued the notice? The question asks us to identify the type of organization that created this notice. We need to look for clues throughout the text, such as the name of the group and the specific documents required, to find the answer. Now, keeping this in mind, let's look at our options. Let's take a closer look at option A. A Campus Geography Society. This option is very likely because the text mentions a mapping project, which is a core activity for a geography society. Additionally, the requirement for a university ID suggests it is a campus-based group, making this a perfect match. Now, let's examine option B. A professional medical clinic. While the notice mentions a safety handbook, there is no indication that the issuer is a medical clinic. The primary goal is a historical survey and mapping, not healthcare, so we can eliminate this choice. Let's evaluate option C together. A city sanitation department. The notice discusses harbor ruins, but this is in the context of a scholarship circle survey, not a sanitation department performing city maintenance. This is a distractor that misidentifies the purpose of the trip. Here's option D. Let's break it down. A local maritime law firm. A liability release form is mentioned, which is a legal document, but the issuer is a student club, not a law firm. The context of a field trip and student accounts makes this option incorrect. Therefore, the correct answer is option A, because the combination of a mapping project and the need for university identification clearly points to a student geography organization. How can the customer-student user complete the process? This question asks us to pinpoint the specific action required to complete the process of enrollment. We need to find the final step described in the text to see what the student must do last. Now, keeping this in mind, let's look at our options. Let's take a closer look at option A. By signing documents on the portal. The text mentions using the online portal to register, but it specifically states that the final step involves a physical submission. Therefore, just signing on the portal does not finish the entire process. Now, let's examine option B. By delivering papers to a specific room. This is the correct choice because the final sentence explicitly requires students to bring their forms to the club office in room 32. This physical act of delivering papers is what completes the registration. Let's evaluate option C together by emailing a copy of the handbook. While the text says to download the handbook, it never mentions emailing any documents as a way to register. This option suggests a method of delivery that is not supported by the passage. Here's option D. Let's break it down. By calling the club office by phone. B as all the two. The notice gives a room number for the office, but it does not mention calling the office to register. This choice introduces an incorrect communication channel that isn't in the text. The correct answer to this question is option B, since the text clearly states that the final step to complete registration is submitting physical documents to a specific room. To succeed in read a notice questions, always look for the sequence of actions and distinguish between digital and physical requirements. Pay close attention to final deadlines and specific locations mentioned in the closing sentences. Consistent practice with these details will help you navigate these questions with ease.